Welcome to StopFake, the place where we set the record straight on disinformation about Ukraine. I'm Marko Suprun with this week's walk through the looking glass into a Russian alternate reality. Among the fakes we examine this week, two fakes connected to the death of the Russian militant known as Motorola. Russia sanctions running Ukraine economy into the ground, and Transcarpathia separates economically from Kyiv. So let's start the debunking. On October 16th, Russian separatist militant Arsen Pavlov, also known as Motorola, was killed by a bomb planted in the elevator of his apartment building in Donetsk. A day later, a video of masked men claiming they were responsible for the hit appeared on the web. Russian and Western media made wide use of the video in their coverage of Pavlov's death. The video, however, was a fake. The 11-second video, which has since been removed from the web, shows four masked men with machine guns standing in front of two ultra-nationalist group banners, the Misanthropic Division and Phoenix. Misanthropic Division, a radical organization whose official black banner features their name in Gothic font, flanked by two Kalashnikov rifles, published their own video stating they had nothing to do with Pavlov's death. They accused a man named Dima Kravtsov of staging the fake video to compromise them. A man named Kravtsov is a member of a patrol company based in the northern city of Chernihiv, and he was recently interviewed on a local television station about the company's activities. His voice is very similar to the voice of one of the speakers on the fake video. In a Facebook post, European radical right-wing movement expert Anton Shekhovtsov called the video finger-pointing, more like an internal squabble between two neo-Nazi groups, Misanthropic Division, and their splinter group, Phoenix. Phoenix posted a fraudulent video claim using Misanthropic Division's banner. The video was widely reported and had dramatic repercussions. Misanthropic Division responded by threatening Phoenix, which led to the group's demise. Their Phoenix statement about liquidating Motorola is just some thuggish boasting, wrote Shekhovtsov. Immediately after Arsen Pavlov's death, stories began cropping up on various Russian websites claiming that a Latvian named Marko Suprun, who had been recruited by the Ukrainian security service, was identified as the Hitman. The claim first appeared on the Russian social media site Kontaktia and included a photograph purportedly showing Suprun. The fake claim began gaining traction with a Twitter post that was retweeted over 700 times and soon appeared as a full-fledged story in such venerable Russian media as Sputnik, Izvestia, and others. At StopFake, we decided to use the Yandex image search engine, and we actually managed to find a photograph of the alleged hitman. He is identified as Maxim Chapis. His profile on mail.ru states that he lives in Moscow and works in the legal field. Chapis's Facebook account, as well as profiles of his Facebook friends, further show that he is Russian and he has nothing to do with Latvia. This week, Russia's national REN TV channel published a story claiming that Transcarpathia, a region in western Ukraine bordering with Hungary, economically separated from the capital Kyiv. According to the REN story, Transcarpathia voted to go on its own economically with a view to separating from Kyiv completely in the future because the capital had forgotten about the region and was not financing its needs. Now, the Transcarpathian Regional Council did in fact vote to establish direct economic cooperation with the Upper Franconia region of Bavaria. However, neither the council nor its chairman proposed the region separate from Kyiv. This story is a typical example of fake separatist news that Russian media propagate, particularly about regions such as Transcarpathia, where national minorities constitute a significant part of the local population. Ukraine this week prolonged sanctions against Russia that were launched in the aftermath of the illegal annexation of Crimea and the invasion of its eastern territories. This, of course, caused a tumultuous Russian response, in particular from Duma Foreign Affairs Committee member Sergei Zhelezniak, who said that by expanding sanctions against Moscow, Ukraine's president was running his country's economy into the ground and further impoverishing its people. Ukraine's official statistical agency shows a somewhat different picture. The Economy and Trade Ministry presented the country's 2017 budget with a 3% projected GDP growth, 8% inflation, and unemployment at less than 9%. Ukrainian experts also disagree that the Russia sanctions are destroying the country's economy. Instead, the situation is pushing Ukraine to develop new technologies, improve the quality of its products, and search for new markets, according to former Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister Volodymyr Lanovy. Now, it's true that other economists have said that Ukraine faced a difficult economic period from October 2014 through May of 2015 during its gas dispute with Russia, but even then, the situation was not catastrophic. Many Ukrainian businessmen feared their companies would suffer losses because of Russia's sanctions. The owner of Motor Sich, an aircraft engine manufacturer exporting a good deal of its production to Russia, even spoke out against the sanctions. Despite the loss of its Russia business, Motor Sich posted a 2015 profit increase of 3.5 billion hryvnia, some $136 million. That's it for this week. Our video digest presents only a few of the fakes we debunk every week. More disinformation is set straight on the StopFake website. Look out for fakes. If you find anything that smacks of disinformation about Ukraine, send it to us and we'll put it under a microscope. We have a truth laboratory. I'm Marko Suprun, and this is StopFake. Thanks for watching.